Have you ever felt nostalgic for something that never happened? Maybe you've imagined living in a quiet cabin deep in the mountains, waking up to birds instead of alarms, or wondered what life would be like if you had accepted a different job, chosen another career, stayed in touch with someone you lost, or simply taken one small decision in another direction. Sometimes it feels like you're mourning a life that never existed, a life you'll never live. But why would your heart grieve for memories that were never real? Surprisingly, this isn't your imagination playing tricks on you. It's a normal part of how the human brain understands possibility, identity, and the passage of time. Every second of every day, your brain is making predictions. It's constantly asking questions like, what if I had said yes? What if I had stayed? What if I had left sooner? Your mind doesn't just remember the past. It also builds entire alternate versions of your life. Psychologists call this counterfactual thinking, the mental ability to imagine how events could have unfolded differently. This ability is actually useful. It helps us learn from mistakes, prepare for the future, and make better decisions. But there's a hidden side effect. Sometimes those imagined lives become so detailed, so emotionally rich, that they begin to feel almost real. Not because they happened, but because your brain experiences them as meaningful possibilities. And when those possibilities disappear forever, it can feel surprisingly similar to losing something real. As children, life feels limitless. You could become an astronaut, a musician, a scientist, an explorer, a filmmaker. Every path seems possible. But as we grow older, every decision quietly closes thousands of other doors. Choosing one career means leaving countless others behind. Choosing one city means never living in hundreds of others. Choosing one relationship means an entirely different future disappears. Most of these losses happen silently. No funeral, no goodbye, no one even notices. Yet your brain does. Because every decision isn't just choosing one future. It's also saying farewell to many others. This is why looking back at old photographs, childhood dreams, or major crossroads can create an unexpected ache. You're not only remembering your past, you're also feeling the absence of futures that could have existed. Here's something remarkable. Your brain often uses many of the same networks to imagine the future that it uses to remember the past. In other words, imagined experiences can create genuine emotions. That's why a dream can make you wake up crying. Why a fictional movie can leave you heartbroken? Or why thinking about a life you never lived can create real sadness. The emotion is real, even if the story isn't. But this doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your imagination is powerful enough to make possibilities feel emotionally significant. That's one of the abilities that helped humans survive, create civilizations, invent technology, and tell stories. The same imagination that lets us dream also allows us to mourn dreams that never became reality. Here's the truth. Every person you admire, every stranger you pass, every friend you've ever known is carrying invisible versions of themselves. The artist who became an engineer, the traveler who stayed home, the entrepreneur who never started, the love story that never began. We all carry these invisible lives within us. Not because we failed, but because no human can live every possibility. Perhaps the goal isn't to stop grieving the paths we didn't take. Perhaps it's to recognize that those imagined lives helped shape the person we became. Because while you'll never experience every version of yourself, only one version has the chance to live this moment. The one reading this, the one breathing right now, the one whose story is still being written, and maybe that's the life that deserves your attention the most.